It's another beautiful early Western Kentucky morning, and I'm gonna do a late June garden update. It's early in the morning. I've got my cup of coffee, got my garden in front of me, and I'm gonna put this coffee down and do a little garden tour again. So this is the bean bed. Got several different varieties of beans, one pepper and a tomato, maybe a couple tomato plants in here. So Dr. Brock's marigolds are finally starting to come out pretty good. And they are. And apparently I threw down some compost, so I think some sweet potatoes are trying to come up. There's some more marigolds. There's some Praxis tomatoes that I didn't think were gonna come up, and here it is late June and they're starting to come up a little bit. I got a couple inches on them. Here's one that I suckered and rooted. There's the other one, and there's actually another little tomato that's trying to make it. I don't know if it's gonna make it or not. This one, I think it's a Cracker Jack marigold, but I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna let it go and see what happens. So right here we've got our Boleta beans. Pretty much in this shot is all the Boletas from the Seed Savers Exchange. It's quite a difference from last month. They're not doing. Let's see. Well, we've got a little bit of beginning growth there. Beans. I'm interested to see what this bean does. Here's some regular bush beans, I believe, right through here that I just replaced when I had those 3 really bad frosts. And here's another one of those Cracker Jack, I think. I hope that's what it is. We'll find out. And here's Betty peas right here. That's from Teresa Allen and Tyler Allen and Mama Betty Allen. She is 95 or 96 years old now, and this is from her peas. And then over here we've got one lone tomato. Got some flowers. I don't remember what they're called. They're from friends of mine that preach at their church. And there's some cucamelons that are starting to go. And here we've got our rattlesnake pole beans. And let's see here. This is what the rattlesnake looks like. There we go. So rattlesnakes going all the way down, and they're shooting up there. Here's my potatoes. My potato bucket experiment. Got some nice blooms here for the rattlesnake beans. I picked a few of them yesterday. They look beautiful. They taste wonderful. And here's over here the pink tip greasies. Pink tip greasy. So they're doing well. And then my morning glories going up the hammock stand. I've still got to finish the top here to make it to where I can have some shade. I'm hoping to do that this month. We'll see how time allows. On to the next bed. I've gotten a couple harvests out of the basil. And it's really doing well. And then we've got butternut. Looks like we've got a bee in there. Hello, friend. Doing his business. pollinating. And then we've got some more bush beans here and here. I planted a row here, but only a few came up. And then I've got my spinach bolted, and I'm waiting for it to dry out. I'm gonna harvest the seeds on that. There's a dandelion root. There's another one of Dr. Brock's marigolds. And I think another one of those Cracker Jack marigolds. I'm hoping they bloom out. I don't know how long it takes to get flowers, but we'll see. Here's some more tomato plants. We've got a few tomatoes on here. So we might have a decent year with tomatoes. And we've got peppers, which apparently I planted too close here. I need to remember that. Give them some room if I do tomatoes in the same bed again. And they're starting to get little peppers on them. So this will be good. And then we've got banana peppers right here. They're doing really well. And I've picked twice off of these. The strawberries are going crazy. I didn't figure I'd get too many strawberries this year. The place they were at last year wasn't very good, so they're just kind of making their home. So my goal is to let them push to about right here, and then I'll stop them with a board and stop them from running. And then I'm planning to build a kind of a little cage for them. I don't know, I'll have to use a 1x6 or another 1x8 with some mesh and some hinges, so the birds and things are getting in there. And here's a little strawberry that's ready. There's one that's thinking about it. And we're getting a few out of this one. There's some flower seeds I planted. I don't remember what they are. There's some more tomatoes coming up. They're doing really well. And then backside's doing well. And I've replaced some of the tomatoes that didn't come up with beans. They popped up. There's my squash. With some cucumbers. I'm getting some small pickling cucumbers. I'm going to do a pickle fermenting type experiment that I saw on YouTube that makes them kind of sour and nice and crunchy. I'm going to give that a go this week. There's the squash, thinking about it. There's my compost bin. This thing has been amazing. I need to redo this one. I need to make two of them really, and probably put it on the outside of the fence. But I have been adding to this all year. It is not really grown. It just stuff's just breaking down in there. I'm having to add browns to it, pretty heavy. Using straw. So here's the cukes. And there's the little guy right there. Going at it. So I'm hoping to get a few out of this one. There's some more of the squash. This one's zucchini. I'm getting one. More potatoes. My sweet potato experiment on purpose. I got those from Aldi. And I just planted them in the dirt. Here's my peppermint with a couple containers that I'll give away. Ivy, and there's a spearmint. And here's the remaining tomato sucker here. Look at the roots on that guy. I gotta get him in the ground. More tomatoes. There's the cilantro. It's doing well. And let's go check out the back. We'll see what we got going on back here. Here's more. Here's more tomatoes. They're doing all right. Got some more coming in down there. And this little scraggly fella, he's not doing all that great. Get some more of these, and the Praxis one's doing great. Really proud of that one. Got my blueberries. I'm not gonna get anything off of them this year. I'm just hoping that they can get rooted better. And the blueberry. And then the cilantro that just didn't do very good. And then the beehive. The plan is to make the Lands hives this year and swap from Langstroth to Lands. So they're not doing much this morning. It's pretty early for them to be getting out. They'll be moving later. There's another tomato and more tomatoes. So they're doing well. I got me a second compost pile there. So there it is. There's the late June garden report. I'll see you in late July.